Hey there, RoadRUNNER viewers, Tom Roderick here. Today we have a special motorcycle. This is the 2023 release of Harley-Davidson's Icons collection. This is the ElectraGlide Highway King. So it's a special bike we're reviewing today. We hope you enjoy it. If you do, make sure to hit the subscription link below. I'm reading a tawny, scrawny lion to my daughter, and in that little golden book, the lion realizes that chasing rabbits is a fool's errand. So he embraces the carrot stew the bunny has prepared and retires to a life of vegetarianism and leisure. For me, I applied the moral of the story when riding the ElectraGlide Highway King by foregoing lane splitting and hard cornering and letting the motorcycle choose the pace. As soon as I did, I understood its purpose and basked in its unapologetically nostalgic glory. The Highway King doesn't just draw upon its 1968 heritage, it embodies it in the most wonderfully contemporary way possible. The two color options, Hi-Fi Orange and Hi-Fi Magenta, were derived from 55-year-old paint cans found in the storage room of a retired ElectraGlide paint booth. The removable windscreen with its color-matched bottom half is bubble shield helmet cool. The coup de grace is the sprung solo seat, all white hard saddlebags, and white wall tires rolling on wire wheels. Intermixed among all this ElectraGlide reverence is a menagerie of modern conveniences including cruise control, cornering-enhanced ABS linked disc brakes, a show-off fork with dual bending valve technology, hydraulically adjustable preload emulsion technology rear shocks, cornering traction control, a slipper clutch, and vehicle hold control. Outside of a few extra switchgear buttons, none of these modernities are readily visible on the motorcycle, so there's nothing to detract from the bike's vintage appearance.
Looking for more exciting motorcycle travel, editorial, reviews, news, and resources for planning your next motorcycle tour? RoadRUNNER.
The one unmistakable difference at the heart of the matter is the shovelhead V-twin powering the ElectraGlide of then versus the Milwaukee 8 V-twin of today's Highway King. During the half-century between the two, the motor company developed its quintessential V-twin from a 74 cubic inch carbureted 4-valve into a fuel-injected 114 cubic inch 8-valve motor. The Milwaukee 8 also boasts a 6-speed transmission and belt final drive compared to the shovelhead's 4-speed gearbox and chain. There's also the matter of the Milwaukee 8's 35 more horsepower and a torque bump from 70 pound-feet in 1968 to an impressive 122 pound-feet in 2023. Normally I'd poo-poo a spec sheet showing 95 claimed horsepower, 86 with a 10% drivetrain deduction, from an 1868cc engine pushing around 849 pounds of claimed curb weight. This time, however, I'm willing to let it slide, not just because of its redeeming torque production, but more so due to the fact that I stated earlier, that if you're riding the Highway King fast, you're riding it wrong. Regardless if I'm aboard a tourer, cruiser, adventurer, or of course a sport bike, I enjoy riding motorcycles fast. So what is it about the Highway King that makes me want to slow my roll? I think it's what most all other motorcycles don't have, a two-tone coil-sprung solo seat. Working in conjunction with the bike's modern suspension components generates a feeling of floating above the pavement as if the bike were gliding atop a magnetic levitation system similar to bullet trains. To emphasize the feeling, switch on the cruise control, relax, and enjoy. Just don't do it at 80 miles an hour. At 80, I experienced a fair amount of buffeting as air traveled over the top of the windscreen and right into the forehead area of my helmet. Once I slowed to 65 miles an hour, the buffeting ceased. This is also where the engine hits its sweet spot, thrumming along in the recognizable cadence of a Harley Big Twin. At this speed, there's plenty of torque for passing slower moving vehicles, while the minimized wind noise allows the sound emanating from the dual stock exhaust to massage your ears. I found the seating position of the Highway King to be about as natural feeling as I could ask for. My hands met the bars just where I'd expect them to be. The vibration damping floorboards were positioned forward enough to provide the legroom I require without excessive stretch, while also allowing me to plant my feet on the ground without interference. My left foot kept reaching for a heel-toe shifter that was apparently residing in the Harley-Davidson accessories catalog. A counterbalancer exists inside the Milwaukee 8, but Harley engineers retained enough shake to ensure approval from traditionalists. Circling back around to the seat, I'd be surprised if a butt exists that wouldn't enjoy spending time in the wide, thickly padded sprung saddle. Atop the fuel tank resides the analog speedometer, and with it a digital readout displaying information such as gear position, trip meter, odometer, etc. Wearing a full-face helmet required me to purposely bend my neck to see over the chin bar and view the information on the tank-mounted instrument cluster. My open-face helmet required no such effort. Besides the aforementioned buffeting, the windscreen deflects the majority of headwinds without causing any residual turbulence. Besides removal, the windscreen is non-adjustable. At its current height, my 5'11" frame put my line of sight approximately 2 inches above the top of the windscreen, providing me with an uncovered view of the road ahead. I do have to point out the motorcycle's most egregious cosmetic flaw. Located beneath the sprung seat, but not enough to be hidden from view, are two bolts jutting out through the rear fender. I'm told by Harley-Davidson that the bolts are there for nothing more than to hold the plastic cover in place. This brings up the second eyesore, the plastic cover beneath the sprung seat. Meant for covering up the area usually hidden by an unsprung seat, the plastic pieces do the job, but on a motorcycle as pretty as the Highway King, the black plastic pieces seem to be a temporary fix that became permanent. According to Harley-Davidson Museum, there were 5,300 ElectraGlides built in 1968. For 2023, only 1,250 Highway Kings will be constructed, 1,000 of which will be Hi-Fi Orange, leaving only 750 examples in the Hi-Fi Magenta color scheme, making the Hi-Fi Magenta Highway King the most limited example of all Icon models. The retail price of $26,999 for a 2023 Highway King is $11,499 more than a clean original example of a 1968 ElectraGlide of the same color that sold on Bring a Trailer in April of 2021. This begs the question of what will be more valuable in 20 years, the original or the reproduction. The Highway King, to paraphrase blues singer Willie Dixon, is built for comfort, it ain't built for speed. Other touring bikes exist, but besides another Icon model, the ElectraGlide Revival from 2021, none combine the heritage, beauty, and modernity the way the Highway King does. They also don't make me feel fat as butter when riding the sleek as satin Highway King. So that's our review of the 2023 Highway King. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe.